What are you doing?
Oh, looking for a cup.
I got out the mugs.
You drink it out of a mug. I want it out of one of my nice china dare cups.
Don't unpack all this for one cup. The movers will be here.
Oh, Frank, they aren't here yet. Besides, I want my last cup of coffee I ever have in this house to be out of one of those nice china dinner cups. You know, we bought that set for special occasions, and well, certainly a special occasion.
We couldn't have done this last night.
Well, we could have, but we didn't. As we grow older, our level of intimacy changes.
First, it's all about hot love.
Later, it's having children.
And finally, in the end, it's about being alone, together.
The Way to Miami by Donald Steele. Oh, what do you say I make us a nice breakfast?
There's nothing in the refrigerator. We emptied it out.
Well, you just run out and get something. How about some ham, some eggs?
We're moving to Florida. I thought we'd have some coffee, maybe
you have
some
to
toast.
do these things right. Even convicts have better last meals.
We're not walking the last mile here. We're moving to Florida.
You have to do these things right. You know, it's really too dark now. I was hoping to see the house one more time in the daylight.
You've had weeks to see the house
But
one
those
more time.
times don't count.
Oh.
This is when it counts. You get in the car and you look back at the house one more time in the daylight. This is the only house that Jimmy ever knew. Or Gloria either. You just don't leave a house like that that's been like that to people.
We're agreed. We planned this for months. It's all settled.
Well, then I'm not going.
Oh, Evans.
I can't go. I won't know anybody, and I won't have any friends.
You'll make new friends.
Well, I want the ones I have. I want the ones who gave us the farewell party, and the ones who cried when they found out we were going to Miami.
They'll have our address. They can come visit us.
It certainly won't be the same. It'll be like talking to Moses.
Moses? Moses who?
In the Bible, Moses.
Oh.
Oh, suppose you ran into Moses on the street. Well, what would you talk about? He doesn't know anything about TV or movies or radio.
Yes, but we know about the radio and movies and TV.
You missed my point.
I don't think there was a point. There are plenty of people for you to get to know.
I am too old to start getting to know new people. All of that introducing, telling them where you're from and what you've done and what you wish you had.
Well, that's how it's done. They'll love to hear
No,
that.
that is so boring when you're telling a story. You gotta fill them in on everything. Like that 1-minute episode when Rose Olaf poured Coca-Cola and the snake swam for them.
I thought that was funny.
No, you didn't.
I laughed.
No. No.
I remember
No.
laughing.
No, that's not a laugh what you did. Well, this is what you did. Ha! You coughed.
I have different laughs for different stories.
You feel obligated to laugh, but you really don't want to. You make that happy. It may fool some people, but not me. I've been around you a long time.
Well, that's how I laugh.
Well, when George Kapinski tells a story, oh, then you laugh like this. Ha ha ha! You cough at me.
Yes, I laugh like that for some off-color jokes.
Off-color.
So what does it matter? I'm not staying here. I went down to Florida. Picked out a lovely condominium. 3 swimming pools, 12 lunch facilities, and a grocery store not even 2 blocks away. Please, drink your coffee. We're moving.
Maybe we should take the stove.
We have a stove in the apartment.
But not this stove.
Oh.
So many memories. Taught all the kids how to cook on this stove. Gloria, Joanna, Jimmy. You think it's a mistake to leave this? You pack up and you leave all of your memories behind.
We'll make new memories.
I stood right here with Jimmy.
Don't start on Jimmy. Okay?
I stood right here with Jimmy.
What the hell are you going on about Jimmy for? You didn't even go to the memorial.
Oh, if if we leave, there won't be anything left of Jimmy. And everywhere I look, he's still here.
No, he isn't.
I know he isn't, but it's only like he's gone out someplace like he's not dead. I think he's gonna call me over the weekend.
He isn't going to call.
I know that.
Sometimes I don't think you do. If you would have let yourself go at the memorial service, I mean...
That memorial service? Come on. What was that?
Well, there was a lot more than what you had in mind. Going to see, what was it? Barbara Streisand?
Jimmy liked Barbara Streisand. He had all of her records.
Well, I hope by the time I go, if I go first, that your reactions are just a bit more in line with the rest of society's, and I'm not laid out so much while you're sitting your butt down in a movie theater.
I wouldn't even do that to you.
Oh, good. I can die in peace.
You don't even like movies anyway.
Going to see a Barbara Streisand movie with your son not even 5 days back?
That thing that they staged wasn't so hot. No body to look at. Just some empty box that they just rent out for another $500. What kind of memorial is that? Gosh, Frank. He could still be out there. An amnesiac, and when you least expect it, boom, there he is knocking at the door.
He isn't gonna come back and the plane blew up.
He didn't need to die. If he had just stayed closer, he would not have been on that plane.
You know why he lived far away?
Right. His goal.
Yes.
The vision.
Yes.
So what? So what? I wasn't done yet. I wasn't through with him yet.
I wasn't either.
I can shut my eyes and I can see him clear, standing in his choir robe, and I took a picture of him in it for Christmas. I thought it was good to have a memory, but gosh, I hate my memory. You should not die before your parents. You should not get to see what you worked so hard to bring into this world to just go out of it like that.
Like you said, I see him over there by the stove, there watching the TV, putting the chains left over, getting milk in the bread. I see him 100 times a day. I got the news too. We lost our boy. Not just you. We did.
Aren't you just afraid of it?
Afraid of what?
We'll be all alone in that apartment, not even a backyard.
We'll have a patio.
That's not what I mean. Miss my point.
No, I didn't. You're afraid we'll get down to Florida and find out we have nothing in common. No. We have a lot in common.
I meal boy and you drink beer. I go to the library and you're always sleeping on that couch.
Well, so fine. I'll go to the library. I'll learn how to sew. You can sleep on the couch and drink beer. You want us to have mutual activities? So do I. I mean, that's what got us here in the first place, isn't it? I saw you at that dance in 1951 at the Aztec Ballroom. You had on a red dress.
My mother made.
Lovely. I remember I said to David Morrison, I said, David, you see that girl over there? I want to have mutual activities in common with her. I saw to it then, and I'm seeing to it now. I want to be alone. I want it to be like it was when we first met. We enjoyed that.
Yes, we did.
We had to wait a long time back in 1951 to get a dance with you. But it was well worth it.
I remember when you put your hand on my back.
Oh.
And I thought to myself, oh, this is going to be a good dance. Because he knows how to read.
Please. This gun is full with bullets. An American passport, eh? Barbara. An American and a Zionist. Alhamdulillah, we are not going to hurt you. Islam respects on it. What were you doing in Egypt?
Seeing the pyramids.
Seeing the pyramids, huh? And before that, you were in Israel, yes? What were you doing there?
Going to a conference.
I cannot hear you. Speak out!
Going to a conference.
You go to a conference dressed like that.
This is to go home.
I hope for you that you will get there. Back in December of 1999, when Megan and I heard about the Indian Airlines flight that was hijacked by Muslim terrorists, all we could do was pray.
Pray that the people inside had some faith and the terrorists had some compassion. Today, George and I are going to give you a glimpse inside a similar situation.
To show you that life is all about faith.
Acts of Faith by Marilyn Self.
How did you go to Israel?
By plane from Cairo.
And how did you go to Cairo?
By plane from America.
Why is it that the women who want to go to Israel come to Cairo and leave from Cairo? Why?
I was afraid of being hijacked.
But yes, we hijacked you. Why do you think it is not possible?
Well, because in Egypt there are Arabs.
You take much time to say it. You do not know the word? You do not like the word Arab?
Sometimes when people say the word Jew, it sounds like an insult, but the way they say it.
It is not an insult. It is kisma. When Allah writes your fate, kisma, you cannot run away.
So how come they put me up here?
Because we respect women. Down there, perhaps things happen that the woman must not see. I'd argue because I speak English.
Well, do you want me to make us some food or something?
Please, you make some food. What? What is the matter now?
The gun, please.
Okay, yalla.
Okay. There's, peanuts. And stuffed olives and grapes.
Make a little of dough. You think we do this because we are cruel? Is it right that the Zionists take our homes, our lands that belong to our brothers for hundreds of years?
Well,
is it right?
No.
Okay. You say you are a psychologist, huh? You can see my heart?
Well, not in your heart, in your mind.
Hearts, minds are the same. Please, you tell me. What is our plan? What are we going to do on this plane today?
Well, I don't know. I mean, look, you're mysterious to me. I'm honestly terrified of what's in your heart and mind. You want to kill me because I'm Jewish.
That is a Zionist propaganda. Please, it is time for you to eat now. You eat?
Too frightened to eat. Oh my God! Hold on a second, I can help you. Here. Hold on. There. Did I hit you? Oh, look, are you okay?
Why did you do that? I tell you, I cannot go against my religion. My religion for you, you understand?
Yes, I'm sorry. I understand.
You saved my life earlier. I'm a little your prisoner. You saw before I almost died, but Allah wants that you save me. You must have faith. Jewish people do not have faith.
Oh, no, most do, but I don't.
You say we kill you because you're a Jew. We do not fight your religion. You're people of the book too. We respect your religion, your Moses, your Ibrahim.
Abraham? Oh, God. Now, come on. Abraham was the worst one in the story.
La, la.
God asked him to do something wrong. Sacrificing his own child to show his love? God was more than wrong.
If you offend Allah, I cannot help what happened to you.
Please don't threaten me. We're only...
Hey!
Did you just call them to shoot me? Oh my God.
Who is this God calling for, but you have no faith for?
I don't know.
You must have faith. All will be right with you. You will see. Go sit down. Put your tape recorder on your ears. And do not hear what happened.
Where did we land? It looks so empty.
What are you looking at? It is a terrible thing to kill, yeah? The blood on my hand that make you feel sick?
That does make me feel sick. But what happened to you? You're a killer.
I'm not a killer. I'm a coward, a traitor. I will pay for it. Tariq is an animal. He cannot wait. He says, shoot now, now. And I say, wait, not now. So he shoot. When the man fell, a box of cough drop fell from him, the same my father likes. He wanted I'm the one to shoot. So they make me carry him away.
Don't you see? You're not a coward. It took more courage not to shoot.
I am a coward and a traitor. I will pay for it.
Why? What's gonna happen? Am I next on the list?
They want that you ask Israel to let our men go free.
But what if Israel says no? Are they gonna shoot me?
Barbara, do what they say. They do not care about you.
Okay, look, this isn't going to work. Israel isn't going to let them go free.
If a Jewish person asks, yes, Israel will give it.
If a Jewish person asks. You know, you really don't know us. Well, I don't want Israel to give in. I don't want more terrorists running around killing innocent Jews.
Zionist people kill too. Go home to your son. Do it for him.
I am doing this for my son. When the world goes crazy again, Israel is the one place I'm going to take him. I don't care if this is right or wrong. It's all about survival.
Survival? Survival? It is survival for us too, but it is only our bad fate that no one in the world cares about us.
Your bad fate? What about our bad fate? The only home we have ever had is right smack in a bunch of lunatics.
A lunatic is trying to take care of you.
I'm sorry. Look, I can have courage up here. But down there?
Do not look here. Do not turn.
Where are they going to shoot me? In my head? Or my heart? Where? Are you gonna let me go?
I do nothing. I pray now.
Wait a second. Look, you can come with me. People will be able to help you. Look, I don't want to leave you here. Take something. Say something, man. Please.
لا إلا الله محمد رسول الله. The last time we did it.
doing?
Cleaning my gun.
Again? You cleaned it yesterday.
Well, there was a smuggler today, and you don't want any dust in the firing chamber.
Oh, so are you coming downstairs? We're going to play Pictionary?
Well, I'd rather not play Pictionary tonight, all right?
Why not, Michael? You're so good at it.
Well, I'm not that good.
You are, Michael. You always win. The Sheridans will be disappointed.
Oh, they'll manage without me, I'm sure.
You're a party pooper. Every party has a pooper. That's why we invited you. Party pooper. Party pooper.
Please don't sing that party pooper song. You know how it annoys the hell out of me.
Well, come on then. The Pictionary board is set up and waiting.
I'm not playing Pictionary tonight, all right? I can't bear another minute of Pictionary. Am I being clear on this subject? No Pictionary, and now!
Is something bothering you?
Domestic violence is one of our society's darkest secrets.
Spousal abuse comes in many forms, from physical abuse to verbal harm.
Frederick Stropel's Black Comedy looks at a unique form of abuse.
As a means of bringing this ever-growing societal problem to light.
Domestic Violence by Frederick Stropel.
You seem a little testy. Is it something I've done?
No, not at all.
It was the chicken marsala, wasn't it? Oh, the sauce wasn't quite there.
Well, I thought it was fine.
Maybe I overcooked it. Oh, I know I screwed up somehow.
Dinner was delicious, as usual.
It was the broccoli, wasn't it? I know you hate broccoli, but you didn't have to eat it.
I didn't eat it.
Well, you should have. It's very healthy for you. So are you coming downstairs?
No.
Is it Sheridan's? Oh, honey, man, I invited them. They're such nice people. They don't drink, they don't tell dirty stories, they don't
I don't
smoke.
have anything against the Sheridans, all right?
Well, then what is it? What's bothering you? Is it my dress? I like this dress.
Well, I do.
Is it because I went to visit my mother this afternoon? Is that it?
You have every right to visit your mother.
Well, I haven't seen her in so long, and I just figured since you were watching the playoff game,
Sandy, this has nothing to do with your mother. Nothing.
Is it my father?
No.
Is it my cat?
No.
Is it my breath?
No.
Is it because I'm having my period? Oh my God, you know I can't do anything about that.
I wasn't aware you were having your period.
Well, I do my best to hide it from you.
Well, you don't have to hide it.
Well, it always makes you so cranky.
It does not.
Is it the Pictionary? We don't have to play Pictionary. We can play charades.
Pictionary is charades.
We can play Trivial Pursuit.
I don't want to play anything, all right? I just want to be left alone. Oh, what?
I've done something wrong, and I don't know what it is.
Come on, Sandy, you never do anything wrong.
I failed somehow as a wife. I've dishonored my marriage vows.
Please.
It's true. You're unhappy, and it must be because of something I've done. I've tried to be the perfect companion, Michael. I really have. I've studied all of the articles in New Woman and Glamour and Cosmopolitan about the care and nurturing of a husband, and I've tried to apply their principles unquestioningly. I always meet you at the front door with a cheerful smile. I don't nag or criticize. I never interfere with your meal buying. I keep a clean house, and I set a proper table, and I just don't understand.
Sandy.
I'm sorry. I shouldn't be crying. It's so selfish of me.
Go ahead and cry if you want to.
No. Makes my eyes puffy and I look like shit. I'm sorry. I shouldn't use that kind of language.
Will you stop apologizing?
I'm sorry. I am.
Sandy, you have nothing to be sorry for. You never screw up. Ever.
I do try to do my little best.
You're the perfect wife. You always have been.
Thank you, Michael. So are you coming downstairs? Oh, please, you really have to.
Why?
I can't tell you. It's a surprise.
Not another surprise.
Oh, you'll like this surprise. It's what you've always wanted.
Don't tell me
I
that.
can't keep it a secret any longer.
Oh, God.
Surprise!
Super Bowl tickets?
The Super Bowl! On the 40-yard line. That's good, right?
We're going to the Super Bowl?
Not me. You and Jimmy Sheridan. Everything's paid for. My treat.
But the Super Bowl's on the 27th. It's our anniversary.
Happy anniversary, darling.
I can't leave you alone on our anniversary.
Don't be silly. It's just another day.
Sandy, it's our 10th anniversary. It's a milestone.
Don't worry about it. I can celebrate by myself. I'm happy knowing that you're happy. You are happy, aren't you?
Don't you ever give up.
What?
Don't you ever stop. Super Bowl tickets, chicken marsala, Pictionary. What are you trying to do to me anyway?
I just want you to be happy.
How much happiness can a man take? I've had my fill. I'm fed up.
I don't understand.
Oh, for Christ's sake. We've been married for 10 years, and for 10 years, you've been the perfect wife. You never complain, you never demand, you completely subordinate your own wants and needs for the sake of my casual comfort. I go to work, there are flowers on my desk. I go to the bathroom, there's a full roll of toilet paper. A full roll every time. How do you do that? Any other woman would castrate her husband if we went to a football game on their anniversary. Not you. You buy me tickets. How do you think that makes me feel?
Happy.
No, not happy. I'm sick. I can't take this shit anymore. Did it ever occur to you that maybe I don't want a perfect life? That maybe I'm tired of seeing you do everything right? That maybe just once I'd like to see you do something wrong or say something vicious or do something human? You know, in 10 years of marriage, I don't think I've ever heard you fart. I don't think you can.
I can too.
When?
When I'm alone.
Why would you fart in front of me? I'm your husband.
Because it's not a very nice thing to do, Michael. Besides, I farted that one time when your parents were over for dinner.
No. That was a nothing fart. I didn't even hear it.
You didn't have to hear it.
But I want to hear it. I want to hear every loud, obnoxious noise you come up with. I don't care what time of day it is. If I'm asleep, wake me. If I'm at work, call me. But let me hear.
I didn't know this was so important to you.
It is. Don't you see I can't function in this environment anymore without dust, without smell? I'm at the end of my rope, Sandy. You're simply not human.
Don't say that.
It's true. You make my skin crawl. There's no pleasure in being with you.
Well, as long as we love each other.
How can you love a monument? An ideal, a thing?
But I can change.
Why should you change? You've already reached perfection. Where can you go from here? I'm the one who has to change. I have to get away. You can't give me what I need.
I'm sorry.
You stop apologizing. What is your problem anyway? I tell you I'm sick. I tell you I'm leaving and you say I'm sorry? Can't you even get just a little pissed off? Can't you generate just a little hate?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
God, you're hopeless. There's nothing to be done. All right. I'm going downstairs. I'm going to play Pictionary with the Sharon. But I won't enjoy myself. I won't be happy. You can't make me happy.
I'm sorry.
like it would make the whole thing real. Come.
She's a beautiful arrangement, isn't she?
What?
All night, I haven't been able to shake this feeling. It's like I'm watching the life I should have had. A baby, a house in Connecticut, a subscription, a house and garden.
You won't let me outlive that one, will you?
Come on, Gail. House and garden.
I put it in the basket for you, you know. I remember how frightened you used to be of bathrooms without reading material.
Do not make me into some sort of like ironical boyfriend, Gail.
Are you going to deny your severe fear of bathrooms?
Bathrooms are horrible, frightening places. You should not mistake erotic fears and obsessions for light comedy. Very dangerous, Gail.
Look, Eric, I don't want to get into a discussion like this now.
What kind of discussion is it? And when would you like to get into it?
A discussion about us. And never. In his book, The Master of Success, Jim Rohn explains that the walls we build around us to keep out the pain also keep out the joy.
Through this play, we will discover that the more we try to control our lives, the more they become out of control. And unless we stop to think about our life choices, the walls around our hearts will continue to grow.
The Man Who Couldn't Dance by Jason Kari. They're waiting.
They're fine on their own.
What is that supposed to mean?
It doesn't mean anything.
Are you saying that my husband is attracted to your girlfriend? Is that it?
Oh, hold on a second, Gail. All I said was they're fine on their own.
Fred and I happen to be very, very happy together. He's not interested in some 23-year-old music student and her stupid thesis on Todd Rundgren.
She's just a date, Gail. A date.
That's not what it sounded like on the phone, Eric. She's beautiful. She's intelligent. She's not hung up by society's rules. These are your words, Eric. I think you should grow up.
Why?
That is what people do. They get married. They have kids. They remember their ideals fondly.
Oh, don't cry, Gail.
That gets me. What makes you think I'm going to cry?
Because you regret your choices and now you're going to cry.
I regret my choices? Screw you.
I'm sorry. I said what I thought. I broke the unwritten rule between us since we broke up. I'm supposed to smile and talk to you like I'm really interested in the right amount of sugar to put in the pecan pie recipe.
You know, I'm so glad that you are not the father of my daughter. I'm so happy to not have to worry for her about your inconsistency, your stubbornness, and your uncanny ability to make the most politically and philosophically incorrect choices. Leaving yourself and your loved ones in the shit heap. Now let's just go downstairs and spend the rest of the night playing Pictionary, all right?
This is the 4th time tonight you brought up Pictionary. Are you forcing me to play Pictionary?
It's just a game, Eric.
It's a waste of time. People sit around and solve meaningless little puzzles and form arbitrary alliances for no other reason than to pass time. Well, time is passing well enough for me without games, Gail. Fred wastes enough of my time talking about his boat. Does he really think I care about his boat? All right, great. He bought a motorized flotation device. Does he really think I want to go on for hour after hour about it?
It's so good. It's so good to know how you feel about Fred.
How do I feel about Fred?
I always knew you didn't like him.
How can I like him or not like him? I don't know him. I know his boat. I can draw the blueprints for a stupid boat. I don't know him.
It's so easy for you.
What?
It's so easy for you not to play Pictionary. You're funny, verbal, provocative. Eric, do you know how intimidated my husband is by you?
You don't love Fred.
What?
Why did you marry a man you didn't love?
I never said I don't love him.
Oh, Christ, Gail, tell me you love him, please.
You got on that boat. The crucial time, the pinnacle time, the turning point of our relationship, and you're on a boat to St. John.
This has nothing to do with it.
Eric, it's got everything to do with it.
You make it sound like you made some kind of choice, like it was him or me.
It was.
It was? Come on, Gail, it's a huge world. If it were a choice between me or Fred, most women would just shoot themselves.
You threw it away.
I never threw you away.
Not me. It's everything. Eric, you're such an asshole. Everyone's guru, living by your values. Well, I have a question for you, Eric. A real question. Why are you working on a farm? It's like I'm supposed to admire you or something. Eric, you're wasting your intelligence to to pick vegetables.
What? You're right. Well, I work with my hands to produce nourishment for my fellow human beings, while I can be getting fat and playing Pictionary.
There's nothing wrong with playing Pictionary, you all-knowing fool. You lost me. It pisses me off. It really pisses me off. That thing you said about me regretting my choices. Eric, at least I made a choice.
But you do regret it.
Eric, I love Fred. Not like I loved you. But we have these things together, this family, this feeling, this sureness.
I don't find your need for structure your strongest trait.
Look, Eric, I'm sorry things happened the way they happened. Let's just go downstairs, all right?
Fred. Sorry.
You're just being yourself.
That's what I'm sorry for. It's this thing I have to tell you, Gail. I can't dance.
You can't dance. Eric, a lot of people can't dance.
But I don't know why I can't dance. I just can't. I can't make my body move in the ways that music is demanding that I move. I mean, it's just so goddamn embarrassing. The situation, I mean, standing around watching hundreds of people showing their purest, truest selves. I watch that. I look at that. But my body fights it. I start to analyze the music. I understand the theory of dancing. I understand this intellectually, Gail, but I never have experience. I can't dance.
Why didn't you just tell me? Why didn't you just say, I can't dance?
Because it was the damn holding of water. If I let that out, that one thing, everything else would follow. I mean, Gail, I couldn't hold you when you needed to be held. This thing that happened in my life, I mean, you marrying Fred didn't really say anything to me. I mean, the love of my life got married to another man. It just didn't seem permanent. And the fact that Elizabeth, the fact that angel, that perfect gift isn't mine and never will be. This is killing me, Gail.
I never knew you couldn't. I always thought it was that you wouldn't be.
Could you hold me?
I don't think so, Eric. I mean, I don't think I'd be able to let go.
You're right. Gail, there were these things that you needed. Just to breathe, you needed them, and I was sure I wasn't going to give them to you. This thing that I did, it wasn't that terrible. Please believe me, Gail, when I got in that boat, I was thinking of you, not of me.
Well, there was one time when you did dance with me.
I don't remember.
On my wedding day. I remember it clearly. I remember thinking how strange it was to be in this wedding gown on my wedding day, dancing with you, and you weren't my groom.
Oh, yeah. That. I wasn't dancing, Gail. I was walking. I convinced myself I was walking slowly and sideways. It was the only way I could do it.
Eric, maybe one day.
Please. Don't say it. I want to thank you for showing me Elizabeth. She is absolutely the single greatest thing I have ever seen my entire life.
Eric. Eric, you are Fred Astaire.
No, sweetheart. I'm Eric.
You are Fred Astaire. have nothing to prove to anyone. Just me and Waleed.
You should be down there.
Just a minute. Just 1 minute.
There you are.
Hi.
What do you want?
I thought we could talk.
Oh, I'm willing to talk. I'm willing to do anything. Just tell me what I have to do.
You love me, don't you?
I hate you. I despise you. I think you're the most despicable person on the planet.
You think of me often?
Yeah. Being run over.
You miss me. At night you go to sleep, you roll over and you say to yourself, I wonder where he is. Don't you?
Maybe which more.
We've been through things like this before.
This isn't a before, it's an after. The befores are over.
You're so sexy when you're angry.
I'm also dangerous.
I bet you want me to give you a big kiss, don't you?
You do, and I will bite off both your lips.
You're making me want you more now.
Men.
You can't live with us.
And you can't kill them.
Love makes you do the strangest things.
Like hanging on for love.
With or without you.
By Luigi Giannuzzi. Tell me last night it was you in my window?
I had a feeling you might be in trouble.
You frightened me.
You thought last night was funny. I saw you wave.
Ah! It's not a wave.
Looks like a wave. You've lost your sense of humor.
I wonder why.
Don't blame me. We had lots of laughs.
Well, I'm tired of laughs. A lot more than laughs. I want, well, if you must give it a word.
Marriage?
That's a good word.
I proposed how many times?
But not to you.
Well, I'm not giving up.
And I'm not unloading the shotgun.
But how could you allow me to do the things that we've done and now count me out?
It might have something to do with the footprints on the vinyl siding.
So I'm jealous.
You're a maniac. You're a goddamn maniac. And if you ever break in like you did last Thursday night.
I was invited over.
You said 4 hours earlier you may stop by.
You said okay?
You came through an open window.
I reached in and opened the door.
Forced entry.
Even said hello to the dog.
Not in bed, but naked.
Okay, so I was naked.
And started singing in the mood.
Whistling. With or without you.
You're a very strange man, Georgia, and the more I see, the more I realize I don't know anything about you.
Look, I'm really horny. Are you? Not thirsty either.
Why don't I walk out of here?
Because you came to propose?
Because I want some assurance you'll leave me alone. That's why.
All right, I'll give you my assurance. But do you want to know why you're really here?
But how can I be assured of a liar's assurance?
Mary, how long have we been going out?
We went out for 2 years, George. We're not going anywhere anymore.
And now you want to date someone else?
Shaun. His name is Shaun. You know, you vandalized his car twice. It backfired. He had to stay over on the first date.
It was the second date, and he didn't even notice until the morning.
You are a sick puppy.
But I felt bad. It was a nice car.
George. Oh, you're infatuated. I don't love you. I want to be left alone. I don't want any more candy at work. My car waxed without my permission. My tires rotated without my knowledge. You hear me, George. You don't seem to listen to reason, but stop it. You're pushing me beyond some limit I've ever seen, and when I go over, somebody's going to get hurt. And I have a feeling it's going to be me. Do you hear me, George? Leave me alone!
Okay, look, here's the answer. I have the answer. I'll have a talk with Shaun.
What does Shaun have to do with it?
Shaun and I will settle this.
Shaun has nothing to do with it.
Well, he knows, and I know. Mary.
Oh, no, not this again.
Here it is.
Get those away from me.
Valuable truths enclosed.
I will ruin my own relationships, thank you.
I understand what you're saying.
You're upsetting.
Wait,
8s by 10s. That's 2 by 4. Not good, Mary.
George, do you ever ask yourself in that crap little Toyota these winter nights, why? Do you ever catch a glimpse of yourself in the rear view mirror and say, don't I have a life somewhere? What the hell am I doing in the ski parka?
I have asked myself that question.
And what, may I ask, was your compulsive little answer?
I have to. Because I know, one day, maybe not today, and maybe not tomorrow, but one day, because I'm in it for the long haul, you're going to look at me, see me in a different light, and say,
the man in the ski parka cares.
you thought that before.
The thought never entered my mind, George. Don't take any of this as hope. I'm just trying to follow a logical pattern, something you forsake.
Oh, I'm logical. I have a game plan. If I didn't have a game plan, I wouldn't have these.
You don't have a ballpark, George. You sleep in an upright position. What are you talking about?
But here it is, featuring your buddy Shaun. I'm afraid it is the wrong choice.
You being the right choice.
These are new thoughts, aren't they?
I'm not thinking, I'm reacting. If I was thinking, I wouldn't have come here to begin with. Oh, what am I doing here?
Mary, you're gonna have to control these outbursts.
Outbursts? I can't control my life.
You're upset because of this.
If it wasn't for you, this wouldn't be here.
This would have happened.
Good.
Can you really drive away knowing that this is on the table?
I can go 100 miles an hour spitting deer and not giving two cracks. Because basically, I'm deciding that I don't care. Do you hear me, George? I don't care what information you have. I have decided not to see it. And that is my final decision, okay? Oh, and I'm leaving. So you can stick that in your Polaroid and snap it. Yeah. Color?
Quality.
8 by 10?
All.
Clear.
No mistakes.
Face shots?
Both men. Oops.
No.
Oops.
That's not possible. We all make mistakes. We all learn.
I think he was teaching.
This is how we change?
Not 7 days.
This wasn't 7 days ago.
Oh, did you see him Saturday?
Shaun was visiting his mother.
Well, she sure has changed.
I'll take what you said into consideration, and I'll ask.
Shaun.
Shaun.
Yeah, well,
Yes, I will.
Would you like to see what I saw? Into consideration.
I know your motives, your demented, sick intent.
You know, if you turn it upside down, it looks like a Rubik's person.
I'll ask Shaun tonight.
I'll leave the envelope on the table.
You do whatever you want, George. You do anyway. Goodbye, George.
And the truth shall set you free.
Oh. Oh my.
You're back.
I didn't suspect so.
So how about dinner?
I remember suspecting.
Then a carriage ride. That'd be a full evening.
You never know.
Any jokes? Anything witty, perhaps. Hello? Mary?
George, you're a bastard.
I know.
You're a compulsive maniac.
I'm on your side.
I can't rid of you.
Can I help you out?
George, why don't we rent a video of Chinese food, go back to my place?
You're letting me in.
Nothing romantic, just food and a video, that's it.
I'll pay for everything.
This is friends, that's all this is.
I knew you'd come around.
Don't start, I'm in control of it.
Yes.
We'll take it slowly,
Okay.
cautiously.
Absolutely.
And you are not staying over. You're not staying over. Is that understood?
Loud and clear.
Good.
Mary, don't forget your pocketbook.
What would I ever do without you, George?
Well, that's my point.
What are we going to do with you?
Well, that's something we're going to have to work on. We're going to have to work on that.
Morning, dear. Have a nice sleep, babe. How's my sweetums today? That's my coffee. Help yourself, you scrumptious thing.
Keep it up.
What?
Keep it up, you're just making it worse.
You seem to be harboring a lot of unresolved hostility.
No, it's all resolved.
Yeah, I should never fight with you on Friday nights because then I have to spend the whole next day with you.
You don't have to worry about that anymore because we're not going to fight anymore because we're not going to see each other anymore.
That's fine with me.
And it's fine with me.
And as always, we're in total agreement.
You were late. Relationships are like a cup of coffee.
So they start off hot, become warm, and eventually they end up cold.
And yet the next day we always pour ourselves another cup.
Morning Coffee by Frederick Straub.
So when are you leaving?
I'm leaving. I'm not leaving.
It's my apartment, David.
Your apartment. Did you build it?
I was here first.
Who's paying the rent?
We both are.
Who's paying the phone bill?
Oh, are you going to be petty about this? All right, I'll leave. I'd rather leave than stay in this place with all its ugly memories. 5 years of my life lost on this worthless relationship.
I'm not to change the subject, but when are you leaving?
I'm not leaving.
Well, if you're not leaving, would you make yourself useful and give me a cup of coffee?
I'm not your servant. Those days are over.
Over? You never lifted a finger for me in your life, you lazy bitch.
I did everything for you. I made your life work. You're not going to be able to survive without me. You'll see. No one to do your laundry, no one to coordinate your clothes, no one to listen to your boring Wall Street stories.
To erase my messages before I can even listen to them?
I'm going to that bathroom now. Please notify my next of kin.
Don't fall in, musical bloodsucker. Telephone, dear. Oh, would you like me to get it? Probably one of your dyke girlfriends. Hello? Oh, hi, Mr. Holman. No, Katie's busy right now. She's in the bathroom. Can I take a message? Really? That's too bad. Yes, I'll tell her. Okay, bye.
My eyes are tearing. You should really see a doctor, David. Your intestines are in revolt. Who was that?
Your father.
Daddy, what do you want?
Oh, something about your cousin Ruth. I think she died.
What? Ruthie died?
That's what he said.
She died? What happened to her?
I don't know. I didn't ask.
What exactly did he say, though?
He said she was dead.
What did he mean, though? Did he mean really dead?
He didn't specify whether she was dead or really dead. I should have asked her.
It's hard to imagine Ruth dying. She's the same age as me.
I can imagine you dying very easily.
Hello, Daddy? Yes, I'm fine. Listen, what's this about Ruth? David said she was dead. Really? She's not dead.
Gee, I must have misunderstood.
Listen, Daddy, I can't talk to you with you-know-who hanging around. Okay, bye-bye.
Get all that straightened out now?
Ruth is in the hospital. She had an accident at work. A file cabinet fell on her and broke her hip.
Must have been a heavy cabinet to break that. That woman has the biggest ass I've ever seen.
That's not a nice thing to say when she's not here to defend herself.
What's there to defend? Seeing is believing. I remember the time we went to Jones Beach.
Oh, God, I remember. She was wearing that hideous white bathing suit with the gray stripes.
She was a vision out of Melbourne.
Settled herself right in the middle of our blanket. There was no room for us.
Well, we managed to find a comfortable spot elsewhere, as I can recall.
That's right. That's David. Oh, nice try.
What?
I know what you're trying to pull. You're hoping I'll get all sentimental about the good old days and take you back. That's
Hey,
what...
I'm the Terminator here.
We managed to find a comfortable
I was
spot.
simply making the point.
I was so comfortable, I was falling asleep.
The suggestion that you were anything less than paralyzed with ecstasy is ludicrous.
I was faking.
Your eyes were rolling in the back of your head.
I was watching a fly.
I thought you were going to take off over the dunes like a guided missile.
If you wanted to launch me, you should have used a bigger fuse.
That's a cheap shot, Katie.
I'm only stating the obvious.
Besides, it's not the wand, it's the magician.
Talk about having nothing up your sleeve.
Statistically speaking, I'm slightly larger than the national norm.
You couldn't compete with a Mexican hairless.
I had you howling with pleasure.
I was faking.
So what is this? Round 3?
David, I think we should strive to sell this business in a civilized fashion. We may not be lovers anymore, but there's no reason we can't be friends.
I can think of about a dozen reasons.
I can think of 1,000. The point is, we don't have to degrade ourselves. There are no legal ties, so we should just break it off and go our own separate ways.
So, when are you leaving?
I'm not leaving. I've been here 8 years. You've been here 5.
I have squatter's rights.
The lease is in my name. Squat on that.
Take it to court if you want. I'm staying.
You are a smug, self-absorbed asshole. Your whole life revolves around those precious moments when you get to use your gold card. I wanted a van, not a portfolio.
You're the one who's turned every waking moment into a fashion statement with your designer robes and your designer dish towels and your designer maxi pads.
The mechanical tie rack and the keychain calculator.
Your Giorgio keep paintings of flowering vaginas.
And the Darth Vader sunglasses and the Oriental
Your
underwear.
fucking ferns all day.
Walk in your green tea.
Reebok lover.
Home and theater.
Pasta maker.
This is a stupid argument.
You're right.
We don't have polite things anymore.
We're not discriminating. We fight over anything. What was it last night?
I don't even remember. Oh yeah, it was you picking that scab on your leg.
What's worse, picking a scab on your leg or picking your nose?
I don't pick my nose, I rub my nose.
You think I'm not watching, but I see you rooting around.
David! This is the same argument again.
It is, isn't it?
They have to get away from each other.
You're right. Hey, remember when we used to have fun?
I remember when you used to have fun.
Come on! There was a time when we were very good for each other.
You're breaking my heart. Are you leaving or not? Then I'll leave. I can't stand the sight of you.
You miss me when you're gone.
I'll miss your coffee, that's a fact.
And after 5 years of classic confrontations, we're gonna break up over a scab.
We're not breaking up over a scab. We're breaking up because we hate each other.
You really hate me.
Yes. I hate everything about you. Your hairstyle, your music, your smell, everything. The whole package. Why? Don't you hate me?
Of course I hate you, but I don't make a big deal of it.
I mean, I hope you're not suggesting.
I'm not suggesting anything.
We just don't get along.
Not at all.
We have to get away from each other before someone gets killed.
Listen, why don't you stay? I'm the one who should be leaving. I have no claim on this apartment.
Do whatever you think is best for you.
All right, I'll leave.
I'll come back when you're gone.
Fair enough.
Okay.
All right.
So,
So long.
idiot.
All right.
That's bad. Here's a thing in real life. This next excellent duo is performed by Jake Sadoff and Brian Kepler. They took 5th place in state. It is titled Sticks and Stones.
Maureen, is my 2 o'clock here yet? Good, send him in. Mr. De Palma.
Yeah?
Hi, I'm Alex. Pleased to meet you.
Wish I could say the same. Look, I don't want to be here. My life is so upside down and sideways from this thing. I'm trying to go one day without being on the front page of a newspaper in Los Angeles.
I know what you're going through. You're living in a fishbowl, and I can help you handle it.
I need a good lawyer.
No, you need a great lawyer.
So you think you can win this or what?
If anyone can, I can.
After the Rodney King incident and the O.J. Simpson trial, we were all familiar with racism and its problem in our nation's police forces.
In the following scene, we see the interaction of a dedicated cop and a prominent lawyer as they struggle between law enforcement and latent racism.
Sticks and Stones by Scott Swan and Drew McLean.
You could end up in prison, even get convicted of murder in the first.
Jesus Christ.
Or I could get your name cleared. You're pretty tired. Get out of the public eye.
Murder in the first.
Yeah, it's possible.
That's insane. This isn't about murder.
A boy is dead. You're responsible. It sounds like murder.
It was self-defense.
Not that the prosecutor could prove malice on your...
He drew a gun?
And you said something to him.
That's what this is about?
That's right.
What's the big deal?
Did you or did you not, Mr. De Palma, call that boy a nigger?
Yeah, so what? So I called some kid a nigger in the heat of the moment. Now I'm this racist monster and that kid's a martyr? That kid was a punk who would have shot me if I gave him half a chance. I did my job.
Look, if that's the truth, then you have nothing to worry about.
But I have nothing to worry about.
So how did you come up with my name anyways?
I watch TV. I see in the news. You're starting to get a rep for yourself.
Yes, I have been involved in some high-profile cases.
You're a camera hound. Admit it. It's fine. I know you play to win. That's what I want. Besides, I like your name. Klein. Good Jew name.
Really? Look, if you plan to sit here and make anti-Semitic comment, what did I say? Klein, good Jew name? Like it has anything to do with my abilities as an attorney.
Give me a break. You should be glad I think that way. I came here because I want a Jew lawyer just like everybody in Beverly Hills wants a Spit Gardner. Different people do different things well. It's a fact.
Fine, whatever. Let me ask you something. You called that boy a nigger. Was that before or after you shot him? Both. Is that why you shot him? Because he was black?
That'd make everything so much easier if that's how it was. The big bad racist cop shot the poor little black boy. Boo fucking who. Too bad it's all a bunch of crap.
Well, that's what the witnesses are saying. They remember you saying, nigger, freeze, or I'll blow your stupid nigger head off. Do you remember saying that, Mr. De Palma?
Like he was a piece of shit. I'm nothing.
I wonder if you have any idea of what you're up against. You know, a lot of pissed off people want to see you in jail, or worse.
Over what? Over something I said?
Yes!
I was doing my job.
That's the excuse my grandfather told me the Nazis did. I was just doing my job.
You call me a Nazi?
I'm just telling you how it sounds.
Look, I'm a cop. I do what I had to do in order to get the job done.
Are you a racist, Mr. De Palma? Fuck no, fuck you! That's the way you plan on responding in court. The judges can have patience with your language.
Don't call me a racist! I am so sick of that word being thrown like a fucking football. If I want to call some kid a nigger, that's my business. As long as it don't get in the way of the job.
The way you're talking, you don't stand a chance in court.
You want me to do what? Pretend to be something I'm not?
Yes, I do! I want you to be aware of how people react to you. Use the media instead of letting it hurt you. You were heard using certain inflammatory words. The prosecution's going to try to use that against you. They're going to say that you made that boy draw his gun. You did it all on. You wanted to do it. Because he was black. That is, you're not listening to me. The media is public opinion. They shape it, they feed it, and they reflect it. You shouldn't care, you stupid, racist asshole.
Don't call me a racist one more time. I'm going to hand you your lungs.
What does that mean about you?
What do you think?
It's just the name racist. I couldn't call you a rock or a bagel.
Shut your mouth.
It's just words. Isn't that what you said?
You making a point here?
Sticks and stones may break your bones, but words will come in again.
Ooh. Am I supposed to see the light now? What do you think this is, Perry fucking Mason? I might have to change our life and confess all my sins. So they got a bad guy right now, that's me. You can give me a real bad guy. Tell everyone the truth about that kid.
Why don't you tell me?
He robbed an old woman. Rolled up on her while she was pulling money out of an ATM. She probably never saw him coming. The kid takes the money from her. All he has to do is take off, but he can't do that without enough.
He has to mark her. He sticks a knife in her face, puts that along the line of her nose, then over through one of her eyes. And now a few people are looking, starting to pay attention. This old woman is screaming, crying for help. He kicks her until she stops making noise, and then walks away. Like nothing ever happened. You can see that. He felt good, like he just got laid. He hurt her because it made him feel alive. You tell that to the jury. She never even made it to the hospital. And I'm the animal? I'm the bad guy?
Tell me the truth. Why did you shoot him?
Because I had to. The kid sees me, see him. Before I can even get my car door open, it's gone. It's like gone like a shot. I'm out chasing after him. He made a dodge in a blind alley before he could get out. Cut off and blocked his way.
And is that when you drew your gun?
Goddamn straight it is. That kid turned around, look on his face. I was nothing but an obstacle in his way.
What did you say?
You don't know what it's like. Everything slows down. Every noise fades out. All you can hear is your own breathing. The kid turns around and look at his face. It's like something out of some horror movie. Cold, man. Ice fucking cold. I remember drawing my gun, just in my hand, pointing at that kid's heart. Freeze, you fucking nigger! He smiles. Like he ain't the gun. Like he's not even scaring me at all. Takes a step back, plants himself. Like he's getting ready for a duel. Don't fuck with me, kid! Don't do it! He's reaching, moving his hands behind him. Put your hands on your head, nigger. I'll shoot you if you don't. He's reaching. And I think to myself, fine. This is what you want. It's what I want too. Give me a reason. One little bit of the throttle down. All I do is pull the trigger. I squeeze off 3 shots. The kid drops without a sound. He's lying on the ground, having to crash and pack all around me. You tell me, Klein. If you're in that alley, just you and that kid, what would you have done? Would you let him shoot you? Everybody wants to judge me. Here's your chance. You tell me. Would you have shot him? You or him? You tell me!
I think you are garbage. I listened to you. Here, hey, the real thing. That boy you shot, he's not the only one who's lost all his...
Shut the fuck up. I don't care what you think. I don't care what anybody thinks. I know you're right here. Mistake to think that you would understand anything.
I would have shot him. That's right. But I didn't. You did. My reasons, they'd have been different from yours. I would have tried to reach out for, see if there was anything left to save. All you wanted to do was get rid of him. That's what makes you different from him. And Mr. DePava, that's what makes you wrong. Be here Monday morning, 9 to 5. Won't be the first time I've defended Bill. It won't be the last.
Unique in that, because the performers use an offstage focus, meaning that they never actually look at one another. So enjoy. Rick Vargas, sophomores, Rick Vargas and Frank Miller.
Hello, Leo. Who is it? It's me. Who? Open the door. Hey, I got an Uzi submachine gun here. I'm not in the mood, Leo. Hey, I got an Uzi submachine gun here. If you don't identify yourself, I'm gonna spray the door with bullets. Bye, Leo. Hey, Rick. Just messing with you. Come in. It's a typhoon out there, Leo. You can drag me out of a nice warm bed in the middle of the night with my girlfriend. So cut the gas. I gotta be at work in 6.5 hours. So what's going on? In the play, Big Al, we meet two writers, friends since film school, each on opposite ends of the psychological spectrum. Watches one loses himself to obsession. Now the other one reaches out to help. Big Al, by Jeff Dubois. I was gonna do it today, man. I was gonna kill myself. Leo, you don't have to fake a suicide attempt to see me. My whole life changed today. My whole life. That's why I asked you over. Just like that, huh? What do I love more than anything else in the world? Movies. And who? My favorite star of all. Al Pacino. Al Pacino. So? You saved my life today. Leo, what are you talking about? Just listen, okay? You know, for the past 2 years I've been writing them. I mean, letters, ideas. I sent him my entire journals. I want him to know everything about me. Never got a reply, but like when he was doing Julius Caesar down at the Public. I went down to see him so I could get an answer. I couldn't get a ticket, and I just had to stand up there and imagine his performance. But today, when the mailbox was in, he said, "Fuck this life, man. I mean, what are you supposed to do when your heroes let you down?" Leo, he's just an actor. But why? Why wouldn't he answer the letters? I was so sad. I just decided to end it. So I thought I'd go for one last week. God, you're so dramatic. Hey, I go to Tribeca Grill. And there's a woman at a table next to us talking. She's young but rich. The conversation and the words Al Pacino keep popping up. You know it's driving me crazy. So finally I just bust in and say, "Hey, are you talking about Al Pacino? I think he's the most gifted actor in the history of American film." That's it? That's what saved your life? It was a sign, Ricky. Hello? Okay, what'd she say to you? Well, you know, it's like the usual small talk. Who am I? What do I do? Well, finally gets around to her. She says she's working for Martin Bergman Productions, and she's looking for some scripts. Right away, I say, "Hey, me and my buddy could write a better script for Al in 3 weeks' time anything he's done since Cruising. Because I know Al. I know it makes him great." Wait, did you say my buddy, or did you use my name? I said my buddy in case you don't work out and I gotta find somebody else. Are you serious? No, I'm messing with you, Ricky. Come on, you're the structure man. So check this out. She gives me her card. Says if we got anything, call her. If it's any good, she'll show it to Al. Al Pacino. Fucking Al. Big Al. So I was hoping you'd help me with this. Wait a second. Let me see your card. You don't trust me? All right, Leo. I'll work on this. Hey, you ain't doing me no favors here. This is opportunity. I know. We gotta work fast, though. People like her, they forget you quick. She's not gonna forget me. Well, look, this just can't be like the things we did in film school. I mean, this has got to be great. I mean, this has got to fly high and grab them hard. So what do you think? What should the movie be about? Construction worker. No. A cabbie. Ooh, been done. Military man? Come on, Ricky. This means everything to me. What's wrong with a military man? I don't know. There's 8 million Vietnam movies out there. Something different. A priest. Ooh, a priest. Yeah, I can see him in the outfit. A progressive priest who falls in love with a prostitute who gives dirty confessions. No. It bugs me, the priest thing. Why? Can't screw. He's really not going to shoot anybody. He's not going to curse. Hell, we're already losing most of his best stuff. But I like the outfit. Okay, maybe he's undercover as a priest. Yeah, I like this. Huh? So why is he there? Someone's been raping all the nuns in the convent. Yeah, I like this. Okay, he sings to them. Al? No, the rapist. He puts on a mask and then he sings to them. Church him! Yes, we'll get a real scary one like Mitchum had Night of the Hunter. Okay. We'll open up with the rape, and then Pacino comes in. With the fresh-faced female cop posing as a nun. Yes. And Al falls in love with her. Demi Moore. Yes! So the movie's going on and on, tension building, set up the relationships, Al and Demi. I got love going on. She's next on the rapist list. Dexter, worried, little freaky protective. Wants to call the whole Final sequence. Hit me. Demi's sleeping in the bed. We hear the hymn, Footsteps on the stairs, eerie shadows, singing gets louder and louder as he gets closer to the door. He opens up the door, there's something shiny in his hand, he pulls away the covers and his fucking hair on a wig blows him away. Boom, 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 boom.
Turns out to be
the kind of old priest who's been so helpful.
Yes! Whip me up and help my partner.
Give me a week. 1 week.
All right. This just can't be formula, though. We got to remember what makes him a special actor.
What?
The power of his moral force. He's got to be more righteous in his heart than any of those other real priests in the movie. Now, take Serpico, for instance. Frank Serpico is right, you know. And alone. Alone and right. That's Al Pacino. Alone and right. Understand, Ricky?
You all right, Leo?
Alone and right.
What?
What'd it be like to work with Al? I mean, I'd do anything to get the screenplay sold.
Anything?
Anything.
Anything. Let me ask you something. Would you, say, cut off one of your toes?
I'd give up 3 toes.
3 toes? Christ, there, for one film? You won't be able to walk.
All right. Let me ask you something. When you take someone you love, say your girlfriend Trina, pick her up in a taxi, and there, slap her hard in the face. Say your dancing days are over. I'm gonna hurt you in ways you've never been hurt before. And then you tell the cabbie to take you down to Central Park by the lake in the woods where it's freezing. And there, you hit her, and you strip her, and you tie her to a tree, and you kiss her full of mouth, and you leave her there to die. Would you do that? For the movie.
What are you saying?
Nothing. I'm just messing with you, Ricky.
Funny, what are you, nuts?
All right, forget that one. Let's get a really easy one, Ricky. Would you suck off Pacino to guarantee this movie get made?
I'm not playing this game anymore, Leo. I'm getting out of here.
No. It's your question.
No, of course not. I wouldn't do anything but my career on its natural course.
What, you'd screw the entire deal over one lousy blowjob? You'd forget all our hard work, all my dreams over one lousy blowjob?
I don't even like a thermometer in my mouth.
You'd be that selfish. All that work?
It's a hypothetical situation.
It's my
What
life.
are you doing?
I'd suck him. I'd suck you up. Hell, I'd sever my spinal column and suck myself up. Don't you understand? This is fucking Al Pacino we're talking about here. Are you kidding me? You've been belittling me all night long. I can see this now. I'm telling you something, Ricky. This movie doesn't get made. I'll slice my throat.
Leo, it's just a movie.
Hey, I'll slice my throat. You don't believe it? It's true. I'll do it.
Enough, all right? Enough.
Start right here in the chest. Just keep working my way up, man.
Leo, stop it.
Hey, you're fucking around with me. It's over. Remember Scarface? Hey, fuck.
What the fuck, Leo?
Fucking my dreams, man.
Leo, forget about Al Pacino.
Oh, you fucking cockroach.
Enough, okay?
Suck his dick, man.
Enough.
My movie.
Leo, stop it.
What you doing?
Okay, yes, I do it. I do it. God damn it.
Okay. See? Now, that's the type of dedication I want to see in this project. Yeah. Uh-huh. My God, Leo. Okay, it's gonna work.
Just sit down, Leo. Let me take a look at that cut.
Cut! No, this is just a scratch. Come on. I want to get started tonight.
Leo, you're not ready to work on anything. I need to get you to a hospital.
Hospital? No. We're not going anywhere till we finish the script.
Okay, Leo, I'm going. Okay, I'm leaving. Get out of my way. What are we doing? A fight here? Leo, I know we haven't been spending a lot of time together.
You think this is about... Get the fuck out. Get out before I hurt you.
Leo, listen to me.
Get out!
I'll get you some help, Leo.
Al. Man. It's just you and me now, man.
Yes, it is. It was positive. It was positive. Yes, I can. 3:30 today is fine. Thank you. Shit.
Hi.
Hi.
Come on in. You want wine or beer or brandy?
I'll take wine.
So, what did you want to talk to me about?
I don't know.
I think you do.
I just, maybe you should have a drink first.
I don't want to drink. Is it that bad?
Hard to say.
What is it then? In the following series of scenes, we meet a couple that is faced with the dilemma of an unplanned pregnancy.
This one couple's decision to search beyond their trivial self-definitions, to face every thought, every option, becomes a path to healing, courage, and growth.
The Darling Family by Linda Griffith. You're pregnant?
Yeah, I am.
Maybe I will have that drink. So what do you want to do about this?
I don't know. I just feel like I'm swimming, just swimming out there in the mid-Atlantic.
Well, do you want to keep on swimming or do you want to talk about it? I'll talk about it.
No, I'd rather swim. The way he acted, the way he looked, the way his eyes shone like the warm blue sea. It went through us like a knife.
It's something you read about. I
thought
thought
it would never happen
to me.
I feel real. Finally, something real in me. He took my hand across the street.
I can't
like
let myself
three of us
never
crossing
take
the
her hand
street.
like that
He
again.
felt
That would
it
be
was in his
cruel.
hand. He
Help her
held it.
somehow be clear, but not cruel.
How could this happen to me?
Hi.
Hi. Did you have a good time?
It was okay. Saw a few people yacked away.
You stayed quite late.
I couldn't leave right away.
I know. I just
You're
thought...
the one who said that I should
I
go.
know. I just... Imagine what you could say. There I was, passing out on the stairs, coughing up my insides, and he had to go have another beer. It doesn't matter. Do you want something to drink?
I had to have that fit beer. If I didn't have that fit beer, I couldn't have faced it. Standing there while they sang Happy Birthday, thinking the worst thing I could possibly imagine is happening to me. No, I'm okay for now.
I don't want to swim anymore.
Whatever you say.
How do you feel?
How do I feel?
Yes.
Concerned.
Concerned?
Yes, I'm very concerned about all this, shouldn't I be?
I don't know if I want to be concerned.
Well, what do you want me to be then?
I don't know. I just
You
thought
wanted to know what I thought.
Yes, it's
and
just,
I told you.
I know. It's
what?
I feel like this happened for a reason. I can't tell you. It's like I've been wishing for something and it happened.
Your diaphragm didn't work.
Why now? I've been dreaming. I wanted it somehow.
Well, the next time you move to put your diaphragm in sideways, I wish you would let me know.
Excuse me. I have to go to the bathroom. Hello?
Hi, it's me.
Hi.
How are you?
Pregnant. How are you?
Constipated, pains in my
Sick
stomach.
as a dog. I nearly passed out in the bank today.
See, I hate when you tell me things like that.
Oh, don't worry about it. I'm just dragging the fetus out for the fun of it and to watch you squirm.
You don't know how good I'm being to you. I call every day.
You don't know how good I'm being to you. I could fuck you over.
All this trouble over one phone.
Hard to fucking believe. So you abort your child and that's it?
No, don't do that. That's not what I said. Of course not. It's
But
hard.
it has to be done, so bite the bullet, old
I
chap.
have my position.
I'm not talking about subscribing to the pro-choice newsletter.
Look, I dealt with these issues before.
There is no question about the basic rights. But I have a question
Many
about...
things start and never get finished. Now, I don't want to go on about freedom. I know it exists in different ways. But it's something I never had any of. I want to... I don't know. I want to be free.
I know. It's appalling timing.
You could say that. It was an accident. There's no plan out there that makes everything mean something.
I don't believe in accidents. You know, it's really not that bad timing for me. It's terrible timing for me. Excuse me. He's pushing me into sounding positive that I want. You know, if he turned to me and said, "Don't kill my child,"
if I turned to her and said, "Okay, let's do it. We'll
married,
enjoy
and
the bliss
for
for the rest of our lives,"
she might be running like a rabbit in the other direction. I know.
She's not like
I'm thinking
that.
about too much of what
She's operating on a higher plane. I'm
what
the
I
selfish
want.
one. She stands for pragmatism.
But what I want has to influence.
I'm disappointed in myself. I hate
this feeling.
Well, I finally understood your little routine. You already made the appointment, haven't you?
Yes,
Then what the fuck have you been putting us through this for?
I thought I should make the appointment right away so we could cancel. We decided like a fail-safe.
You lied! You've been lying all along.
So I wouldn't be walking around for a month, you know, with the growing larger and then make the appointment.
I wanted us to go through this together. It'll bring us closer.
I wanted to go through every thought. I just wanted
What?
Contact.
You made the decision the minute you heard, didn't you?
No, it wasn't like that. Yes, I thought I should make the appointment right away, you know, but I really thought we might be canceling that appointment. You know, I don't know. I still don't know.
Say it. Just say it.
Yes, I knew. Okay? Not the first minute, but the minute after. Hey, you're right. I'm a liar. Somewhere I am a liar.
Stop being so noble. Get angry. Hate me.
I don't hate you.
No, I think you do. Right now, I think you do. Say it.
I hate you. I hate you, okay? There, I said it. Hey, you know what? Say what we're gonna do. It's a 4-letter word. Why don't you say
I don't know what you're talking about.
You say it.
Kill.
Killing is a part of things. Of everything there is.
Yes.
You believe that's true?
Yes. Don't you?
You think I would grab onto one tiny word?
Yes. Don't you want this child?
I had to take off my underpants, putting them in a brown paper bag with my name written on it. I wonder if they'll ever get back to me.
I forgot to buy mineral water. She'll come home and be thirsty and want mineral water. I got everything else, good things and healthy things.
The doctor's looking at me carefully, telling me what they're gonna do.
I didn't ask her anything. I don't know anything. Is she gonna be awake? Is she gonna see it? How much will it hurt?
She puts a needle in my hand. Longer than the other ones may leave it in.
It's now.
The lights are
happening
different.
now.
It's too bright. Will it be when I wake up?
What if something goes wrong?
Some people dry heat for hours from the anesthetic.
Sometimes they're fine almost immediately. Sometimes they're fine.
She tells me gently that anesthetic's the idea. I'm fighting it for a bit. So inevitable. So high, so far.
Gentle. I love you.
I love you.
got down at the feet too? Because I kind of kneeled down.
Yeah, I got to your knees down. All right, there you go.
Ouch! Be quiet. I'm stuck in the tree. Cut our way out. On my leg is a sheath. If you can reach my knife and hand it to me.
Oh, it's no use. My arm's tangled up in the parachute somehow. Kinda pinches.
Okay, give me your knife then.
Oh, I dropped it. Sorry.
Jesus. Ow. Ow. Shit.
What?
Those aren't our mortars.
What are you saying?
That we are way the hell behind enemy lines. Our battalion was apparently just blown to hell and back. And the chances a happy, fresh-faced kid from Kansas is gonna skip on up and help us? It's pretty close to nil.
So what should we do?
Well, we don't have a lot of choices thanks to your packing job.
Sorry. We could give ourselves up.
Yeah? Well, when Elmo the enemy comes by, what's gonna keep him from pumping his full clip into the toolbox before you can get a word in edgewise?
Oh, he'd let us surrender. Wouldn't he?
Yeah, after he stopped laughing, maybe.
Sorry. This was my first jump. I guess I kind of screwed it up.
Kind of? George Orwell once said, the quickest way to end a war is to lose it.
In the following play, we meet two soldiers who struggle not to lose themselves as their war comes to an end.
Shoots by David L. Patterson. I'd love to punch you.
What? Hey, it could be worse.
Yeah, how's that?
It could be raining.
Shit. Look, move around. See if you can get loose.
I don't think it's gonna... Hey, I think it's moving. Yeah, great. It's
Keep
going.
trying to get up.
Yeah, it's going. Whoa, what?
It's in there.
But Jake, I'm slipping.
Well, don't.
Just, whoa,
Stop it.
Whoa.
Quiet.
Jake.
Don't.
But
I don't want to hear it.
how many times do I have to say I'm sorry? And besides, they didn't kill us. We're alive at least.
Well, I guess they figured two POWs look a bit more impressive than killing two monkey dicks swinging from their own straps into trees.
Yeah, I guess we're gonna be here a while. Hey, have you tried your cage yet?
What?
Well, you want to escape.
Nah.
Why not?
Look at us, asshole. I got a bum leg. You can't carry your rifle, let alone me. Together we've got the stamina of a crippled tree sloth. We got no supplies or even a compass, and you ain't no Ponce de Leon. And on top of all that, I searched every inch of this cricket cage, and it's locked up tight as a drum.
Mine's not.
What?
It ain't locked. See?
Shut that for Christ's sake! When did you find this out?
Yesterday.
Why didn't you tell me?
You told me not to talk to you.
Look, why didn't you try and take off last night?
Well, I couldn't leave you, Jake.
Yes, you could. Listen, you little shits. We haven't spent enough quality time together to be getting sentimental and worrying about tender goodbyes. The time we have shared has sucked. I don't even like you. And don't think I'm being a martyr about this and making some great sacrifice, because I'm not. I'd leave you in a second. The fact is, I can't make it. You can.
You really think I can make it?
Nah. But I'd love to be proved wrong.
Well, if I do get away, what'll happen to you?
Oh, they'll probably ask me where you went.
And?
And I'll tell them. You went out for a carton of milk and a packet of cigarettes.
They could kill you.
Yeah. I prefer them not to. Besides, I'm not worth anything to them dead.
Hey, Jake. What's it feel like to kill?
I don't know. I just did it. You know, at first I must have felt something. But now, I just do it.
Maybe you should rest. You look pretty ragged.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah. Hey, I don't want to hear or see you go. You got that?
Yeah, sure. Rest now. I'll take the first watch.
Look, you're up early.
What the hell are you still doing here?
Oh, I can
Do you want to spend the rest of your life in this fucking birdcage?
No, it's not that.
You enjoying this shit?
No, of course not.
I should have guessed.
Jake,
what is it, the incredible
just
life
listen.
and dietary cuisine that is provided free of charge?
Jake.
Please tell me. I'm dying to
My
know.
door is locked.
What?
Remember yesterday when I swung it open to show you?
Yeah.
Well, when I swung it back, kind of hard, I guess I just tripped the catch and it just locked.
When did you find this out?
Last night. Oh, I tried to wake you, but you were out like a light. I thought you might be dead.
Listen. Nobody's here.
Nobody's here. Where would they go? Why would they all leave us here?
I don't know. The only reason I can think of. Oh, Christ, buddy.
What?
Those are bombs!
What? Bombs?
Oh, shit.
Oh, God! Where the hell am I? Hi.
Oh, God, I am in hell. How long have I been out?
8.5 days. You drifted in and out of a coma.
What's the matter?
They took my arm, Jake. They took it right off.
Oh, jeez, Arn. I'm sorry.
You didn't ask me.
I think they had to do it.
I've been sitting here for 204 hours for you to come back. I knew you'd have a good explanation for this. But I need a better explanation than that. I need you to make some sense. To make some sense, any sense. I've been sitting here for 204 hours and I can't make any sense. They took my arm for crying out loud.
Sorry I wasn't here for you, man. I'm really sorry.
Thanks for coming back. I knew you'd come back. Hey, Jake, hey, you got any family back in the States?
Not worth mentioning.
Well, I've been sitting here thinking. I've been doing a lot of that the last few days. Maybe you could transfer to a hospital near me, so when you get out, you could come live with me and my mom.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Well, we're gonna need help, Jake, at least initially. We're gonna need assistance.
Listen, kid. I know what you must be going through, but I just can't do it. It ain't nothing against you or your mom. It's just I've always been on my own. Thanks. But no thanks.
But Jake, you're gonna need...
Nothing. I need nothing. I'm fine. Thanks for the offer. I mean it.
Yeah, sure. Hey, thanks to you.
For what?
Buddy. You called me that.
I did?
Yeah. But right before we were torched by our own jets, I thought it was the last thing I was ever going to hear. Ever. And when I realized I wasn't dead, I just needed to hear from you again so badly. Sorry, I know it sounds stupid.
No, it don't. It don't. So, 8.5 days, huh?
Yeah.
Shit, that's a hangover record for me.
Maybe you should rest. We can talk later.
Yeah, okay. Hey, you take the first watch. Buddy. Okay.
Hi, I'm Meg Hart. This is the story of a neighborhood. It all started one day in August. See, the people next door to us, the Bufords, had their house up for sale, and they had a hard time selling, asking $200,000. Finally, when they sold, they snuck away in the middle of the night with a U-Haul truck. The reason? They sold 2218 Columbia Way to a black couple. John and Sally Robinson were the first non-white people to come into our neighborhood.
Hey, Meg, did you know Bud Buford's got some darky trimming his hedges out there?
That person of color, Harry, is John Robinson. Him and his wife Sally, they bought the house.
What? The Buford sold to... are you sure?
Am I sure? I talked to the woman this afternoon. She asked if she could use our clothesline until they're...
You mean our clothesline? In our yard? Those are black people's clothes hanging on our clothesline?
Yes, Harry.
And bikinis? He wears bikini underpants, Meg? Black people's underwear is hanging on our freaking clothesline?
You want a whiskey and water, Harry?
Whiskey and water won't fix this, Meg.
Archie Bunker once said,
I ain't no bigot, and I'm the first to say it ain't your fault you're colored.
as much as we like to think that nobody still thinks like this.
The fact of the matter is that racism is still alive and well in our society.
In Jules Task's black comedy,
No pun intended.
we find that closed-mindedness and bigotry will always lead to negative consequences.
Outrageous by Jules Tasker.
Control yourself now.
Control myself? How could he talk to me like this? This is outrageous. I mean, my clothesline that I hung up myself.
It's a piece of rope tied between two
My trees.
Harry.
I mean, how can you live with a black guy next door? Look at the black bastard out there trim those hedges as if he owns them.
He does. Please try and understand.
I mean, what? Why? Keep my voice down.
Keep your voice down. They'll think you're prejudiced.
Prejudice? Me? Don't you ever say that, Meg. Ever. I've been a dispatcher on that loading dock for 30 years, and I treat every jacket in that loading dock the same. They want to be called Negroes, so I call them Negroes. Then they want to be called blacks. Okay, I'm easy. I call them blacks. Now they got the hoity-toity again and want to be called Afro-Americans. And what do? I call them Afro-Americans. If they want me to call them fudgicles, I'll call them fudgicles. But to move the hell into our neighborhood and hang their African-American drawers on our freaking clothesline is outrageous!
Harry used to like to sit out in the backyard after supper, but John Robinson was trimming and Sally was cutting flowers, so he moved his lawn chair on the other side of the house. He sat and talked to himself all day. That night in bed, Harry couldn't make love. What's the matter with you tonight?
It's not you. It's me. I can't eat. I can't sleep. I just can't do it now that I live in a ghetto.
Jesus, Harry, if you're gonna make yourself sick, we can move, you know.
Oh yeah, make them think they drove me out? No way. What do you think this house is gonna be worth now, huh? I mean, our goddamn property values, what the hell, the second Sally Robinson said, howdy do, and put her panties on our rope.
Mrs. Kramer called me. The Kramers are organizing. They're getting everyone on the block to give the Robinsons silent treatment.
Oh? Well, I always did like the Kramers.
You always hated the Kramers.
Until now. You see what these goddamn Afro Robinsons have forced me to do? Become partners in silence with the people I hate.
Well, I'm not giving anyone the silent treatment. Harry, I just can't live like that.
Now look who needs to control themselves. Look, you don't need to give them the silent treatment. The second they realize that nobody wants them here, they'll scoot. Just don't talk to them. I wouldn't. I'm going to go warn the others.
It was like Pearl Harbor was bombed again or something. Weeks went by. No neighbors on the block stopped by or talked to the Robinsons. Yes, I chatted with them whenever I saw them. I refused to give anyone the silent treatment who never did a damn thing to me. Harry heard that I broke the silent treatment, and he gave me my own little personal silent treatment. It lasted until Labor Day. On Labor Day, the Robinsons threw a big barbecue in their backyard.
All black. Oh, Meg, look at them. Jesus, they spilled over into our yard.
Harry, they're 5-year-olds.
On my grass. Outrage after outrage. I've worked all my life to come to this? To look out my window and see friggin' Porgy and Bess going on before my eyes? You know, this is their answer to our silent treatment. Our feelings that we don't want them here mean diddly to these savages. So we need to go a step further.
I didn't say anything to him that I didn't say already. Harry was out the whole day in one neighbor's house, then another, talking, complaining, cursing. It was a horrible Labor Day I spent. all alone in that house. That night, Harry came home with a smile on his face.
There's a meeting tomorrow night at midnight in Kurt Benson's basement.
Midnight meeting in Kurt Benson's basement. I don't know you guys anymore. I think you guys are all carrying this a little too far. The Robinsons, they don't bother a soul.
Meg, go to bed. You're tired, I can see it. They broke you, Meg. You just lost your will to fight them. Lost it.
The only things I lost were in this house, Harry Hart. You don't talk to me. We got no sex life. We can't even sit out in the backyard together. Meeting in Kurt Benson's basement was the main part of this whole business. Harry was the first one to show up. Soon afterward, two neighbors, Fred and Sammy, came down.
All right, guys, I'm a strong person. I am, but the line was crossed. That picnic made the yard look like a Zulu land. If any sucker would have driven by there and seen them all eating corn off the cob, my house wouldn't sell at $1 rep. Now, the way I see it, we tried giving them the silent treatment, and they threw it back in our faces by inviting us to their picnic. Now, here's what we do. We don't do anything. We go outside the neighborhood and get someone. The Counts gang. They hang out 20 miles from here. No one will ever pin anything on them. And Monday night. Because next Monday, Meg's going to go visit her brother. And even though I hate the guy's guts, I'll make sure to go with her.
After dark, Counts gang broke a basement window, dumped gasoline, and threw in a match. Oh, it burned fast. Counts gang was wild, but they didn't have much head for detail. Instead of 2218, the Robinsons' house, they thought Harry said 2216. When we got home from my brother's, we found that our own home had been burned down to the ground. After the firemen left and the police asked us a lot of questions, the first people to come over to us were John and Sally Robinson. First time Harry had ever talked to them.
They invited us to stay in their place.
Harry was very courteous, I gotta say. Thanked the Robinsons for their offer, but told them we'd be staying at my brother's. Harry, get a hold of yourself. The insurance money, we can rebuild.
Jesus, the Counts gang. Why didn't I know? I can't even turn the stupid bastards in. Damn it.
The police picked up Sammy's brother Bobo for hijacking a meat truck. Bobo spilled the beans about the fire. And Kurt Bunsen, Fred, Sammy, and my Harry were all convicted of conspiracy, harassment, violation of the Civil Rights Act, and accomplices to an act of arson. Harry is doing 2 years for burning down his own home. And our insurance company won't give us a dime because of his part in the fire.
Outrageous!
Harry's cellmate is a black man. Harry's letters are enough to make you cry. Muhammad won't say a word to me.
Nothing. Even though I'm breaking my ass to be friendly. I mean, he don't even know who I am. What I think, what I feel, the trouble I got. I mean, we're going to be here for years. Day after day, week after week. We're stuck in this cell together. He could at least act like a human being. He could talk to me. Can't he?
Outrageous.
I called Bloomingdale's. They said you left early, so I thought I'd stop by and see how you were doing.
I had a headache.
Oh, that reminds me. This is for you.
Gypsy, well, at least it's not opera.
This is the Angela Lansbury recording. I already gave the original with Merman, but I saw last time that I was here that you had no of it. So I figured 2 different versions improves my chances.
You're really starting to piss me off.
Please, if I wanted to piss you off, I'd bring you the Time Daily version.
Just put it over there with the others. I know how you like to keep them in alphabetical order. I'm making dinner, but there's not enough. You can't stay.
Oh my God!
What are you yelling about?
The Lomoye, it's out of its plastic. There's hope.
Relax. Moonstruck was on cable last night. Honestly, David, I wish you'd stop bringing us all these CDs. It puts me in an awkward position.
I don't take it personally. Besides, it's not for you anymore.
Rob has no interest in your music.
Well, maybe the baby will.
Mom told you. God, I knew she would. This family talks too much. Playwright Jonathan Toland envisions a time in the future in which through genetic testing we can determine the sex, characteristics, and even sexual orientation of an unborn child.
In the following play we find Susan, a young woman who plans to abort her unborn homosexual son.
The clash between Susan and her homosexual brother David paints the thought-provoking pictures of the future connections between genetic information and sexual orientation.
Twilight of the Goals by Jonathan Toland. Then it's true. You're going to abort your child because some stupid genetic test determined that it might be gay? How could you? Do you realize what you're doing?
Funny, I don't remember asking for your input.
Susan, I just can't sit by and let you kill a life.
Oh, stop it, David. Stop it before you say another word. You have no right to come in here and give me a lecture, especially after Kim Murphy.
What? Kim Murphy? I can't believe that you're going to throw that in my face.
You were a junior in high school. You came to me in a panic. Your voice was all cracking. You said, Susan, I don't know what to do. I can't have a kid. What about college? Remember?
It just happened.
I took the two of you to that clinic that smelled like Windex. I held her hand. I held your hand. And it was done.
Yes, you were one of them.
You were so afraid Mom and Dad were going to find out.
Now that's what they prayed for.
Whatever happened to Susan?
She lives with some woman in Seattle. I think we both knew something wasn't right. So what's your point?
I supported you. No questions asked. Now I want you to do the same thing.
I'm sorry, I can't do that.
David.
It's not the same thing. Not even remotely. Kim got pregnant by accident. Her life would have been badly damaged as well as mine, and so would the kids. But you and Rob wanted this baby. It shouldn't matter if he's going to be gay.
But it's my choice. It's my right to choose. And stop saying his.
Oh, yes. The right choice. The last refuge for the morally indefensible. We demand our God-given right to take the easy way out.
You don't believe that?
Yes, right now I believe I do.
No, I know you don't. Just because you're homosexual does not give you the right to come in here like some right-wing fundamentalist crackpot on your own little Operation Rescue. Don't you dare give me a sermon as if you had morality on your side. I think we know you don't.
That's not what this is about. I would never take away your right. I'd march in the streets, I'd write my congressman to make sure that you keep that right. But this is something new. This is a decision that no one ever had to make before. Please. I'm asking you to choose carefully. Think it over.
I have.
Think harder. How could you do this to me?
Oh, this is about you, is it?
You're erasing me from the world. You're rubbing me out. Why? I thought you loved me.
Oh, don't play those games with me, David. They won't work. I wish that we didn't know that it was going to be gay, but we do, and it's a problem.
What wouldn't be a problem?
Please.
What if you found out the kid was going to be ugly, or smell bad, or need really thick glasses?
Come on, David. We're talking about something pretty serious here.
But where do we stop? So now we have this technology. What are we going to do with it? It starts with us, Susan.
Why are you doing this?
Because I'm fighting for my life. Don't you see? Don't you have any idea how horrifying this is? To find out that the people who brought you into this world wishes they had slammed the door on you?
This family has been very good to you in every way, David. Don't play the martyr. We all love you. You know that.
And love him.
I don't have the strength for it. You know, I wish to God that I was as strong as you are, but I am not, and I can't take this.
Is that a good enough reason?
Probably not. I think of that little boy, David. What would it be like for him? You know how people are. What kind of a mother would I be if I didn't understand my own child?
So you'd be pretty difficult.
This isn't typical. You're not typical. There is nothing typical about you. You tell me your problem, Why should we put someone else through this? Why isn't it more humane to wait until we can bring a child with no disadvantages into the world?
Because we'll lose too much. Don't you see? Everything that you love about me is tied to that one element. That one element that makes you queasy. Every human being is a tapestry. You pull that one thread, that one undesirable color, and the art unravels. You end up staring at the walls. You can do this. You're not shallow.
You don't think so?
No. It's a card you play because it's easy. That's not you. I know you. There's greatness in you, Susan Gold. Awaken. Usher in a new era. Take care of your child. Okay? Okay?
You know what I was just thinking about?
No, what?
Your graduation. I remember when you finished your speech and you looked up. You looked right at me.
You gave me one of those.
And I remember thinking, how incredible. I look in his face and I see my own.
At the party, it was the first loading.
What was that song? It was some top 40 ballad.
It was Roberta Flack.
Oh God, you're right.
I heard he sang a song.
Oh God.
I heard he had died. And so I came to see and listen for a while. And there he was, this young lord, a stranger to my eyes, trying my fingers. Susan, no. Please, Susan. Don't do it.
I'm sorry.
To the last of the goals. I want to express my deepest sympathy for what has happened. This is a difficult time, I know. And I'm afraid that I can never see any of you again. But I'm afraid that you are creating a new world for yourselves. A world where a person that happens to be homosexual is not welcome. And it's a world in which I never want to be a part. You don't love me enough to allow me into your family, and I don't love you enough not to notice. Don't try to contact me, I won't respond. This is the dawn of a new era.
Men. Who thought of them anyway? I wish that I did.
So beautiful to me.
Who are you?
I'm the Valentine Fairy.
Go away.
Who? The Valentine Fairy?
Oh, and I'm Princess Di. Have you seen no figures around lately?
You're Ingrid Kamala. You're 31 years old, and you work for Fat Cat Advertising. And you're lonely and blue.
You don't know that. You don't know anything about me.
You made out with your boss.
Get out of here. I have a gun. Not registered. That's illegal. If it's registered, I'll get it and I'll shoot your face off.
Oh, I wish you wouldn't. It's so not me. You can try one of those Veterans Day fairies. They love guns. Richard Lewis once said, when we are in love, it's the most glorious 2.5 days of our lives.
If we can see through Lewis's pessimism, we can see that love is often difficult and quite often short-lived. In Ernest Thompson's play, Ingrid has trouble finding love because she can't find love within herself.
The Valentine Fairy by Ernest Thompson.
Look, you just go away and I won't tell anybody you were here.
That's very pleasant of you, but I have a job to do.
What job?
To bring a little love in your heart. I mean, to make you believe once again in the power and the glory and the beauty of Ingrid.
My mother put you up to this, right? What is that?
This is a slide.
You're going to show me slides?
I'm sorry. All the young guys have gone computers, VCRs, and Laserdiscs. All very impressive, but it's not me. I'm a Bell and Howell man, and proud of it. Could you get the mics, please?
You're not listening to me. Hello? Because even though, and I'm not asking questions, you're wearing a tutu, you're just one more major big dumb dick of a man.
Well, aren't you kind?
Well, what's wrong with Cupid? I thought Valentine's was like...
Cupid is a naughty little boy who likes to fly around shooting arrows. He's not a professional. I'm sorry, this is a very stressful night. Valentine's Day is not what it used to be like. Right? Thanks. Love. L-O-V-E.
Is this going to be a long journey? Because I do have places to go.
Oh, really? Well, thank you, Pinocchio. Let's talk about the 3 R's. Rage, resentment, and self-recrimination. They'll work wonders in turning the heart into another appendix. Is that what you want to do? You want to waste my valuable time on the rest of your life at a pity party?
No.
All right, then. Let's go back to the beginning when we were young. Let's focus for a moment on what our dear old mother gave us.
Worms.
Very funny. Goes to show humor still functioning. I'm sorry. What about this character?
Am I going to get a bill at the end of the 50 minutes? Because you're not the first know-it-all in a skirt to point out the obvious.
Really? I'm sorry, we're not supposed to do that. We're supposed to be impartial.
Oh, well, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to hurt your feelings.
Doesn't matter. Being a fairy is something that immediately commands respect.
Well, what's your name? I mean, since you know everything about me, you do have a name? Or are you just a fairy?
I'm a fairy with a name. My name is Rudyard.
Are you really a fairy?
Yes!
What are you doing here?
Wherever there's a need, that's where we go. If it's an emergency, we stay there till the danger passes. We're just like the Marines. Except we don't beat up any gay people.
And I'm an emergency. Is that the whole idea here?
That's come up to me to say, that's your decision. But I'm here, and I've got my Bell and Howell. Can we press on? All right, then. What about this character? Were we going through our lumberjack period?
That was Austin, and he couldn't handle intimacy.
Ingrid's Revenge.
He was 19, and he hadn't heard of intimacy.
Ooh, we should send this picture to dear old Dad.
Alden, very smart boy. He broke the news to me that I'm stupid. My boss, no comment. Lou, first blow job. Rocky, first hand job. Vinny, first premature ejaculator. Christopher, first kiss. Is that it? That's my whole resume? I messed up every single relationship I've been in, and I should have my license revoked. What is that, going to put you in the Fairy Hall of Fame? You're a genius, Fairy. Big fucking deal.
You know what's going to happen to you? You're going to turn into another pissed off old broad. It's not going to try this much.
Well, let's not be cheery. I hate that. So what if I'm pissed off? I like being pissed off. It's something to feel anyway. And I hate men. And I hate myself. And I've had a very hard time, okay?
Sorry.
You don't know what you're talking about. You're just a fairy.
Right. I have another slide for you if you're interested.
Oh, we forget someone? Who is it, Quasimodo? I went through a brief slutty phase. I thought it was character building.
Well, we don't judge. You used to love her, didn't you?
Why are you showing me this?
Because you weren't Maggie. Because every time your heart breaks, it's harder to put it back together again. Because half my clients have died from love or are dead inside. Because you still have a fighting chance. Look. Look at the little girl.
Could you turn that off, please? Look. I don't need help. And if I did, I wouldn't be seeking it from some bad joke in red toe shoes. There's the door. Or are you gonna fly like Tinkerbell? Where's the magic, incidentally? You're a fucking phony. Did you know that?
You're right. I should have been a Thanksgiving fairy when I had the chance. But I'll tell you this, Ingrid. You're a spoiled brat. I've got a 78-year-old woman down in the Bronx and a priest downtown. They're the worst. Want love, can't have it. There are plenty of people out there who could use a good fairy. But you be careful. You're only as stupid and worthless as you want to believe. Usually I go in a big poof of smoke, but you know, logic.
Well, wait a minute. What if I decide that I am an emergency? Emergency! Shut up. Valentine's for the loveless. From Ingrid with love. Someday, I'm gonna marry you. Yeah. I'll let you know, Christopher, if that ever transpires.